Hello and welcome on the Watches TV, and today we're going to talk about quite an incredible timepiece. We're going into record territory, but of lightness records. We're here at the Watches Club with Valentin Remontet, who is introducing quite a stunning thing. So I say thing because this is kind of a very peculiar object. So Valentin, tell us what we're talking about here.
So yeah, you're right, it's a watch, of course, but it's kind of crazy watch because it's using 3D printing parts for the base of the watch, and I remachine everything of the watch by hand to make it works and to be as accurate as it should be. But yes, it's a totally new way to think about building a watch, and the record, like you said, it's the lightest watch, mechanical watch in the world with 16.9 grams.
Yeah, that's the catch, 16.9 grams. I mean, this is a timepiece that you actually don't feel when you have it on the wrist.
It's a combination of polymer and carbon fiber, and it's a little bit secret, but yeah, it's...
Where was this material used elsewhere, in other industries, for instance?
It's just for this watch.
Just for this watch, okay.
It's not used in other industry, or maybe a little bit in cars, in Formula 1 cars.
Okay, all right. I could expect that, indeed. Yeah. And in terms of the movement, so what, in which direction did you go to also, go the lightest route possible?
We have also to create some shape, some thinking about shape and of the bridge, of the main plate. To use less as possible material. So yes, it's the lightest mechanical watch ever created. Okay, but I also want to bring some emotion, some mechanical emotion with a big balance wheel, which we can see on the front of the watch. This watch is more like a racing car or SUVs. You don't use it for diving or for climbing on the mountain. I don't know, but yeah, I have to make some compromise on shock resistant, on waterproof, to achieve that kind of record.
So this is the prototype version of the watch. This is the first sellable product, but something that you can obviously observe is that there is no crown on this watch. So what solution did you use?
So this is a key here. And you can use it to win the watch back there. I manufacture 90% of this watch. I 3D print most of the parts, the case, main planes, bridge, but I have to remachine it by hands because it's not accurate enough to fit in a watch. And all the parts like the wheels like that, or the escapement are made by hand in my workshop. I
mean, you have a good background in terms of watchmaking. Can you tell us a little bit where you come from also?
So yeah, I was a watchmaker for Tiger Horlogerie. So I assembled the V4 tourbillon and the Micro Tourbillon S. And then I moved to Breguet laboratory, the development department, to develop minute repeater tourbillon. And then I started my own company 2 years ago.
Your own challenge,
yeah.
Yes.
My first goal is to break record, to break every record possible. The first is lightest, the second will be maybe the shock resistant, or the most accurate watch. I don't know. It's the goal of this company, of my company, is to break record in every kind in watchmaking.
So 16.9, incredible. How many pieces will you produce?
25. It's
25 pieces.
Limited edition, yeah.
Okay, and you're launching this kind of now?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. I have to admit that I took one. I just love the idea of having a record timepiece, or not, actually not feeling a timepiece on the wrist, and without having to pay richer meal prices for it also. Yeah. Because we can be totally transparent about this. So the price of this watch?
It's 2,800 euros.
You see what I mean? Yeah, not really comparable. Okay, this is the prototype version where you have absolutely no inscription, but what you can see here on the finalized product, it's that it's written made in France. And yes, no, watchmaking doesn't only resume itself to Switzerland. Well, I think this is a very inspiring story. I love the idea that you have these young watchmakers that come up with really new ways of looking at watchmaking, using new technologies, and just shows that there is still a lot to be done. So, well, thank you very much for your time, and see you soon, and Viva Young Watchmaking!